Okay, let's try this again. Hey everybody, it's Shana here from Girlfriend's Guide to Network Marketing. My last video just up and quit at the end. My phone just turned off. So let's try this again. So I'm going to start from the beginning. So if you're just joining me here, welcome everybody. Let me know you're here. Thank you for jumping back into this video. I'm not sure what happened. Thanks. This is good old technology. So anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys today about our responsibilities as sponsors in network marketing, and what our responsibility is, and what the person we've sponsored, what their responsibility is. Because what sparked me to talk about this today is I have a Facebook group for Girlfriend's Guide followers to be a part of. And if you're not a part of that group, jump in it, because my live videos are going to start happening in the groups. And I will post a link in the comments as soon as I'm done here. So one of the questions I had asked was, where can you improve, or where do you need help in your business in 2018? And one of the awesome members had quoted or had commented about feeling responsible for not doing enough for the team members that she had, and feels like they wouldn't have quit if she had done more for them. And so that's the topic I wanted to address today, because I don't know about you guys, but how many of you out there feel responsible for people who join your team that don't end up actually doing anything, and they drop off or they quit? Because I know I absolutely have felt responsible when people join and you give them what you need to, or you feel like you're giving them what you need to, and then they still just don't make it happen and they quit. So I wanted to talk about that and get really clear on what our role is as a sponsor, in my opinion, to help people come into this business and really learn the tools, but then where we need to let go of the responsibility piece, because as our role as a sponsor in this business is to show people how to do the business. Now, number one, in being able to show people how to do that, we as the sponsor need to do the business ourselves first. John Maxwell has a great quote about leadership, and it's leaders know the way, they go the way, and they show the way. So we need to figure it out ourselves. We need to actually do the business and do the work and do the income producing activity. And then when we sponsor somebody into the business, our job is to show them how to do what we did, how to do what we have done. So we show them how to sign in. We show them how to get their products. If you're a product business, we show them how to plug into the team. We show them how to plug into the system. We show them what the system is. We launch them. We actually physically show them how we work the business. They come with us on appointments. We go to their appointments, and we're with them for a set amount of time, and that could be different for each person. Normally it's around 30-ish days, I feel like a month of working together. And then after that, you guys, our responsibility for their success, it kind of, not, I don't want to say it comes to an end, because we're always here in network marketing. That's one of the best things about this business, is that we're in business for ourselves, but we're never by ourselves. We're always able to help people in this business. But where the responsibility for their success or failure ends, because at the end of the day, it's up to them to do the work once we've shown them how to do it. And a lot of times when they don't do the work, we feel like, oh, I could have done more. I could have shown them more. Maybe I should have done more presentations with them, or maybe I should have done this with them, or maybe I should have sat down with them and done the work for them. Maybe I should have grabbed their phone and sent the text for them. We can't do that, you guys. That's not our job. Our job is to show them the way, be there to support them, and it's their job to actually physically do the work once we've shown them the way. And it's funny, because when I think about people in my business that have come and gone over the years, some of them I actually feel like maybe I did too much. Maybe I did too much for them, and that's why they never really picked it up, because they were expecting me to continue to keep doing it for them. And when I finally step back, because guess what? When I'm done getting somebody launched, I want to be out finding the next person that I'm going to bring into my business. And so this person needs to learn and get moving on their own, because I'm going to be launching somebody else and helping and train somebody else within the next month or so, right? So we always want to have somebody coming in and somebody coming in right after them, so that you get these guys trained, so that you can go and start working with that new person. And the person that you just trained needs to know that you're going to be moving on in a few days or a few weeks or however long. So they need to get this figured out, right? And there's a lot of people out there, and I know that some of you watching Girlfriend's Guide, you joined your network marketing company with no upline support. You had to figure it out on your own. You had to be resourceful and go, okay, what do I need to do? And you still made it, and you still found success. So we have to teach our new recruits, the new people coming in, the system, show them how to do it, but we also need to teach them how to be resourceful. And I use the phrase kicking the birdie out of the nest. There's a point where you have to kick the birdie out of the nest and let the birdie fly. Let the birdie get out there and figure it out on their own. And sometimes you have to do that in a way that, you know, when they call you and ask you to come to the 8th presentation with them because they're still nervous, that's where you need to go, oh, I'd love to be there, but I'm busy. I got something else going on tonight. I actually can't be there. But you've got this, girl. You can do this. You don't need me. Like, go for it. You're going to rock it. And guess what? I have my phone with me. So if you need anything, you can just text me. But you've got this, you know, and encourage them to get out there and do the work. But then it's up to them to do the work. It's up to them to do the work. It is not our responsibility if somebody fails. And I love this piece that Eric Worre has in his book, Go Pro, when he talks about having that initial interview with the new recruit and saying, like, listen, if I see you starting to back away from your business and you're starting to like not show up at the meetings and you're not showing up at the calls and, you know, you're not really in the business, how do you want me to handle that? Do you want me to just let you be, or do you want me to come and call you and say, what are you doing, and give you a kick in the butt? You know, and have that conversation with your new recruits, because there are going to be times where this business gets hard and you do see people start to retract because it does get hard, right? So having that conversation and setting that expectation with your new recruits when you see that happening. But at the end of the day, you guys, our role, I believe, as the sponsor in this business is to one, know the way, do the work yourself. We always have to lead by example. We always have to lead by doing the work, getting in the trenches so they can see that people do what we do and not what we say, right? So you have to be the one leading from the front. And then you show them how you do that and what you do on a daily basis. And then it's up to them to continue to keep going the way after you've shown them, right? And it's not our responsibility if they're not doing their asks, if they're not doing their daily, you know, method of operation, whatever that may be. If they're not getting out in front of people, if they're not saying who's next and putting an ask out there, or getting a sample out there, or talking to the next person, like, we can only do so much. And if we do too much for them all the time, then now we're carrying them around. Don't do for one that you can't do for 1,000, because you're not going to be able to carry all those people around. So I say, you know, it's time to kick the birdie out of the nest once you've shown them all the stuff. You've done a few presentations with them. I love the I do, we do, you do method. So I do a presentation to show you how it's done. We do one together where I do some and you do some, and then you do one. And I'm going to be there and watch you and be able to give you some feedback. And then you should be good to go on your own. And after that, you know, maybe you might need one more, maybe two. But after that, it's time to kick the birdie and let them fly. Because the best way to learn, you guys, in this business is to just, I always say, fail forward. I would rather see somebody join my team and want to go out on their own and do a couple horrible presentations on their own without me and figure it out, versus me coming to everything with them because they have fear. I'd rather see them do 2 bad ones and then figure it out and rock the 3rd one than for me to come to 8 with them and they're still not getting it, right? Like, get them to get out there and fail forward. They're going to learn more through their, and I hate to call it even failures, but through their struggles and not doing it perfectly than they are if you're always with them doing it all perfectly all the time. So I hope that makes sense. But so as far as this person, you know, this message that was in the group, you know, I feel like she's taking responsibility for these 2 people that she had on her team because they, you know, they maybe aren't in her team anymore, that she could have done more for them. But as long as you're showing them the way, you guys, and you're going the way yourself, then it's up to the person who you've sponsored to take over once you've done those things, in my opinion. So that is my message for today. This video actually ended up being better than the other one, so I'm glad my phone quit. There's always a reason for everything, I tell you. So what are your thoughts on that? I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. How long do you stick with a new person? What do you feel like is appropriate? And yeah, do you agree with me? I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm seeing some hearts and stuff go across the screen. So I think that you guys are with me on that one. And I really appreciate that. Leadership is actually one of the modules that we go through in the mastermind that's starting next week. I'm really excited to get going with that. We've got a great group of women. There's still time to apply for the mastermind if you do want to get with us on that. I will post a link for the applications. If you want to join us on that, starts next week. We're together for 8 weeks. I can't wait. We're going to have a lot of fun. and we're going to learn and we're going to grow, and it's going to be great. So I will post a link for that, and I will post a link for my private group, because you're going to start seeing more of my live videos in the private group that I have for Girlfriend's Guide. So that's going to be a shift going forward. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking right now. I'm going to go. Have a fantastic Thursday. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good day, everybody. Bye for now.